Welcome back, genius. I just had a really funny video, not video, a comment. They saw my short where I was talking about change your personality, you change your personal reality. Now, that's a very simplistic way of putting it. But the reason I say that is because your personality is essentially the last thing that changes. When you bless your energy centers, when you do your breath work and you push energies, the primitive guilt energies, shame energies, worthlessness energies, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve this energies, and sickness energies that are in you, and your sexual energies, and all of that, when you keep shooting it up, it goes up in frequency, and you become high vibrational. You start to feed your 6 and 7. When you keep doing that, you make yourself very magnetic. They can measure it, they can see it. You know, the example I gave once is one of the advanced meditator was flying somewhere, and he just did some breath work while he was driving to the airport. I'm not going to say if that's recommended or not, but that's what he decided to do. He kept moving his bottom 3 energy center energies all the way up to his 7. And when he got to the airport and he went through the x-ray machine, they said, "I need to touch the top of your head, sir." He's like, "What do you mean?" They're like, what's on top of your head? Is there metal, something on your head? And they touched his head and there was nothing there. But he turned around to look at the screen, to look at his x-ray, and there was this glowing light coming off of his head. And they couldn't figure out what it was. They didn't know what it was. And so he contacted Dr. Joe and his staff and told him that. And Dr. Joe's like, "I want to do that. I want to try it myself." So what he did was he did a meditation where he just blessed his heart the whole time. And he went to the airport. He's flying all the time. So he went through the x-ray, and they said, "Do you have a medallion on your chest? Are you wearing jewelry?" And they had to touch his chest, make sure that there wasn't anything there. And he looked over at the x-ray machine, and there was just this bright yellowish orangish light on his chest, and they wanted to know if he was wearing jewelry when he went through the x-ray. So when you move your energies upward, or when you simply release them by blessing your energy centers, not only are you disconnecting yourself from the past, the bonds from people and things and situations, and your ex and your coworkers that you don't like, and your bad neighbors and your parents that you might not be getting along with, or your relatives, doesn't matter. You're becoming pure again of who you always have been. The fact that you keep bonding with everyone and everything. This is, by the way, this is one of the reasons why it's so damaging when you're very promiscuous, when you sleep around. Anyway, so you keep disconnecting yourself from that, and you keep bringing that energy back to you, right? You're blessing it, you're releasing energies, you're shooting energies up, and when they go up, they turn you into a North Pole and South Pole of a magnet, right? And as you keep doing that, you are purifying and cleansing your field, and also your field is growing. There are a lot of people that are on this path, and sometimes people that are just gifted, that when you walk up to them, when they see you walking, they'll see some glow coming off of you, light coming off of you. So many of you guys have told me that in certain videos, I'm not sure what I do when you guys see that, but there are a few of you guys that are sometimes, somebody told me that if they squinch their eyes a little bit, they can see my field. And I'm cleansing my field all the time. So this comment was that there's a lot more to the personality that makes your personal reality. And then she went on and on with this victim mindset of, if you are ugly, good luck with life because everything's going to suck. If you have a foreign name in a white city, good luck with everything because nothing will work out for you. This is so so, like, that person, like, I'm reading that and I'm feeling so bad for her, because of course that's not true. Of course that's not true. I'm an immigrant. I wasn't born in the United States. Anyway, when you become a victim, when you tell yourself that you are miserable and you're not worthy and you're not deserving, or the world is mean to you, or you're a victim somehow because you're ugly, or you're short, or you don't have the right name, these, when you do that, you're turning yourself into this downward spiral of pulling the realities from the quantum to prove to you that yes, everything you say is correct. There's a reason why a wise man once said, if you think you're right or if you think you're wrong, you're right in both cases. Something like that. If you can and if you can't, you're right in both cases. If you can't reach your desired goals, if you can't heal yourself, if you can't feel abundant, if you can't feel worthy, if you're stuck in the cycle of paycheck to paycheck living and you're miserable, guess whose fault that is? Unfortunately yours. I know that's gonna hurt some people when they hear this. That's why they say, if you think you can or can't, you're right in both cases. Either you stop yourself from getting to where you need to get to, or you become the way. I mean, I would recommend you just get out of the way. Allow your higher power to bring everything to you and lead you to where you want to go. It is unacceptable for you to think that you're a victim. It's unacceptable. You can't be on this path and believe that. That doesn't make any sense. You're not a victim. You are worthy. You are good enough. The only thing you're not good enough is to become a victim. You're not good enough to be a victim. You're not good enough for lack. You're not good enough for sickness. The healer is within you. You don't need medicine. The doctors that are listening are going to be like, yeah, right, you don't need medicine. But yes, most people are sleepwalkers. I'm trying to do my best. I will try to do my best for the rest of my life to wake them up. But this comment really shook me. Like, I was feeling so bad for her. Poor thing. Reach out to me, Solitude, if you're listening. I'll add you to my group. Free. Okay? It's not gonna cost you anything. You can meditate with me. You can be part of the Q&As. You can listen to all the beautiful souls in my group. There's almost 40 of them. We meditate together. We're on the path of just liberating energies, healing. Transformations are happening. I'm going to start posting them on YouTube for you guys to see. Abundance. We're going to start manifesting things. We're going to share it. We're going to share it. We're going to give you guys evidence. There's tons of evidence out there. The field, the energies, the liberations, the spontaneous remissions, everything has been proven. With one deep meditation, when you step out of the way, your IgA levels will shoot through the roof. Your cortisol levels will plummet. People have been creating anti-cancer agents, reversing stage 4 cancers with no medicine, no doctors touching you, nothing. You just did it. You stepped out of the way and your autonomic nervous system took over. You get on this work, you will spiritually, chemically, electromagnetically, biologically, genetically, you will have the death of the old you. You will be reborn completely. And to Solitude, if you're listening, have you never met a healthy a rich, happy, ugly person, or short person, or a foreigner in the West playing golf with people, and they have a funny last name, funny first name, and they're short and ugly? That doesn't matter. You make your field pure. You become pure love and pure consciousness that you are. You remove the pile of lack and unworthiness and I don't deserve this and sickness away from it, and there's this pure you left at the bottom of it. The pure you, the pure consciousness. You just remove this garbage from the top, and you can do whatever you want. You chose this life. You're experiencing less than 1% of your entire existence. Why? What a tragedy that is. Wake up. Sending you love.